Hello folks and welcome to another daily Bitcoin market analysis by Inspocrypto. Today without initial comment just because it's too late. I'm now recording my daily analysis because it was a busy day. So I will do it tomorrow. However, nothing have changed in the market. I could say nice to see you back here in my daily analysis, but nothing have changed, so have a nice day, and that's it. But no, that's not the way, right? So we are going to check what's happening, because you can see, at least here on my charts, that they have a goal. They have a very clear goal, and liquidity, that's what they are looking for. Liquidity, all the time, liquidity. If you check the daily, I mean, are you bullish? Sometimes I'm getting comments where I say, okay, yeah, you deserve it. You deserve it. Or when people tag me saying, yeah, it's the same pattern like in the last 4 years, 260k until 2025. I don't know what I did to deserve to be tagged in such a tweet. I really don't know. I thought I'm the opposite of that. And maybe that's the thing. I'm the opposite. Just to maybe to motivate me to make even more work to show retail they are fooling you. They are fooling you. You are what they are looking for. They want to attract you to buy their bags. I can't do anything, just explain that again and again and again, and to confirm what I'm saying with data. And that's what we are going today. That's what we are going to do now. That's the Inspocrypto's daily Bitcoin market analysis. And you guys out there, those who think I'm a perma bear, I'm such a bad guy, I'm anti-crypto, fuck off. That's my daily message to you, fuck off. Because I will show you that crypto is much more than this toxic market we can see at the moment, where they think they can push up with futures and Tether and BUSD. Are you kidding me? BUSD? Or tweets where they say, yeah, people are shifting now all that money to Tether because, USDC, Paxos looks absolutely bad. Related to what? To regulation? Paxos is 10,000 better than Tether. Tether was under investigation. I think the investigation is still running in New York. How much fucking stuff did Tether in the past? And people think that's better than USDC or Paxos. Unbelievable. But yeah, that's what they are spreading on Twitter. Sometimes I think the best I can do is just to close my Twitter account. And that's it, because it's unbelievable. But that's, I guess, a mechanism just to attract you. Yeah, keep buying with Tether, because Tether is so good. You can trust Tether. You can trust Sam. You can trust, I guess Sam will start a new business in 2 years and say, yeah, crypto is toxic, but I'm the guy you can trust in. Unbelievable. Don't need to talk about some people out there. They are not even smart enough to bring some lines to a chart and to sell what every single Twitter account is doing. No, they copy you, paste exactly the same chart, the same message, the same tweet, without to credit you. It's unbelievable. But that's part of this crypto space. You could say, wow, what's happening to Inspo? I'm just tired. I'm tired, guys. It's over and over again the same fucking thing. And that's so... Jesus. The problem is, I like crypto. That's my problem. I guess that's paradox. But yeah, I like crypto. I love crypto. I believe in crypto. It will change a lot, as mentioned so many times. But it's the fucking future. It is, if you like it or not. People say, that's shitcoins. BTC is the king. These shitcoins are the future. It is what it is. You know, they have a business case. They have a use case. I like Bitcoin. I like the technology behind Bitcoin. It's a revolution. And we need Bitcoin. But it's not modern. Bitcoin, it's nothing where I would say, oh yeah, we need Bitcoin. Yeah, exactly. For what? For what exactly? That's an alternative to the fiat system. Do you think the central bankers will say, yeah, let us regulate every single shitcoin, but Bitcoin, the alternative to our fucking stupid fiat system, yeah, that's okay, that's fine. Wake up, God. Jesus. And now let us start. So it's not part of my initial comment. Well, it is. Of course it is. But yeah, I will make an initial comment from that. Yeah, otherwise many of you will send me, yeah, I'm missing my initial comment. I know that, but not today. Not today. I would like to talk about BOJ, what is happening in Japan again. What is happening about regulation when people are saying, ECC is doing a bad work. They are the enemies of crypto. They will crash crypto. But at the same time, even the Chinese are talking about a global crypto regulation body. Global. Global is the key word. ECC will do exactly the same like Dubai will do, like China will do, like even Europe will do. It's a global regulation body that tells you everything. If they are going to crack down stablecoins in the US, it will take maybe few months later. They will do exactly the same in China. They will do exactly the same in Europe, because that's the characteristic of a global regulation body. I don't know why people can't see that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It doesn't matter. I can say whatever I want. People will laugh at me and will say, he is once again yelling against crypto. But it's obvious what they are preparing. It's not ECC. It's not MiCA. It's a global regulation body. It's a strategy. You know, I mean, 20 years ago when people talked about a world government, they say, oh, conspiracy. No, in Dubai, they can make a world government summit. And nobody is talking about that. They are talking how to centralize the whole world with one government. How they can make a whole centralized administration of food, of energy, of everything. And nobody is talking about. And when I say crypto is part of it, it's part of the agenda. And it's going to be the future. And when I say crypto is going to change, it will be different. Doesn't mean it will be bad or better than now. Well, yeah, I guess we are touching the bottom. In that case, I think the bottom is almost in. Because we still have some toxic, stupid actors in the crypto market. But at least the list is becoming more tiny. That gives me hope, guys. That gives me hope. But however, as mentioned, it is part of a political agenda. And if you use your brain and you invest, maybe in 1 year, maybe in a few months, it will depend a lot of in what pace the regulation is going to come. But I tell you, and mark my words, the market will go down hard. Nobody will buy. They will cry. They will say, I don't have any money. I invest everything in crypto. Now I'm done. Crypto was fraud, is scam, is shit. And that's the moment where you have to buy, because nobody will buy. And I tell you, those, the big guys, the whales, I'm not talking about shadow banks. They are so underwater, I guess many of them will not even survive. But banks and other companies will invest, not only in infrastructure. And I tell you, that's the moment where we need to buy, to go not all in. All in is risky always, but make a big investment, because that will change and make and generate you wealth for many different generations. Mark my words. But at the moment, and I have said so many times, reward and risk ratio is in favor of risks. Regulation is coming to a full unregulated market. Now people will say, yeah, New York customer, fuck them. New York customer, come on. They can money launder on Binance with a New York customer process, it seems. So it's not working. And their goal is to make it work. And that will take. And that will create a lot of pain. And that's why whales and big guys are unloading. That's why they want to give, because they are so nice, to give you the opportunity to buy their bags right now. And people are saying, yeah, the next bull market, 260, yahoo! I don't know how many bulls you... I don't know if you are from South USA and how many times you touched the wall. I really don't know, but I can tell you, and I'm absolutely convinced, the market crash we have seen since November 2021 is nothing of what I think is going to happen. It's a process. They have still a lot of bags and they need to reduce them. So they are not going to reduce them, at 10K. Absolutely not. But it will take time. A lot of food will come. And many people will cry. Everybody will tell you crypto is fraud and scam. Because that's what they do. And they did that in the past as well. Gold is not a safe harbor. Gold never push up in price. Gold is not, who needs gold? But at the same time, they were buying gold all the time, accumulating gold. And that's how it works. At the moment, it's not the time. Absolutely not. So now I would say I can declare this part of the video as Inspo's initial comment. So now let us go forward. So then let us take a look. Wealth ratio 30 days moving average, we can see pushed up very hard once again. It seems we are going to push up and make such kind of double top. I never have seen such a move, to be honest. It's the 30 days moving average, but at the same time it's indicating you that in the last 30 days the average is very high, and it's even pushing up more and more since beginning of February, or I would say since beginning of February it started. And that's not bullish at all. That's absolutely not bullish at all, because at the same time it correlates with a lot of bitcoins coming into centralized exchanges. Why the price is not nuking or dumping, also indicating it's pure distribution. They don't want to do it. Instead, like today, they push up with futures and then they start to distribute spot. That's not a healthy sign that, hey, the next bull run is just, around the corner. It's not. Anyway, let us take a look to the 1 hour time frame. I have mentioned yesterday, you remember, in a tweet, I think it was in a tweet, yeah, it was, I'm expecting to push up in price because the weights ratio 1 hour time frame dumped once again. That's what it does. And it did exactly what I was expecting. It pushed up. Today we had another push up with futures, and then afterwards they started to push down the price. We will check later on. I guess, I don't know. I was I spent so many time today with office stuff. I didn't check a lot of data anyway, but in my opinion, they just they dumped and unloaded spot instead. We will check that later on. So yeah, if we check here as well, I mean, we received, it seems, stablecoins here and stablecoins here. Now it's maintaining the weights ratio 30 hours moving average, for example. It went up once again to the magic 86. That's the magic 86. They know exactly when to stop. It wouldn't surprise me if they are watching my analysis every day and saying, "Hey, Signal Group, let us send that much bitcoins to centralized exchanges so that Inspo's 30 hours moving average weights ratio, reached the top of 86." I'm kidding, but it's I don't know. It's incredible because we had that in 2022 so many times. It pushed up to 90, the price nuked. It's not happening. They as you see, the maximum was here, and that was 86.6. How is that possible? They stop every time afterwards. I don't know, but yeah, 86, it's fine. They can distribute without to have a big impact to the price. Everything above of 90, run, because that's where we are very close to let the price dump afterwards. Also here, anyway, let us take a look here, because it seems we had once again, a bigger outflow after we had a bigger inflow. 1,000 net flow and almost 1,000 before. So just reacting to the inflows. Now let us go to the next chapter. So if we take a look here, we can see we have seen the net flow just a few minutes ago, and yeah, so it looks much more outflows than inflows, but that's wrong. That's just because that was the whole preparation for the whole price action afterwards, and of course someone purchased at the same time. That's, as you see, the resolution of 1 hour time frame. Anyway, I don't see any big move related to stablecoins. 100 millions outflows and 148 millions inflows, and that's it. So it wasn't a big deal. And yeah, even here 1,500 bitcoins outflows. And we had here also, yeah, it's not big at all. It's really not big at all. So nothing to see here. Let us go to the next chapter. So if we take a look here to the live net flow, for example, we can see that we had the peak today was almost 19,000 bitcoins. And reduced by almost 2,200 bitcoins. So even here, almost 2,000 bitcoins. Looks very, very good to me, or at least very right. So if we go forward, we can see the Bitcoin net flow daily premium live. It's pushing up, but it's different. So even here you can see it was much more just before. Now we are touching almost 25,000 in a daily. So it's not a big one like 75, and where we just went from 22 down to almost 16K. So I'm not expecting at the moment, with all these bitcoins who are arriving, to make a 6K price nuke. Maybe 2. Means from 23 to 21.5, maybe 21, depends on volume, of course. you know, as said many times, I mean, even the flow activity declined even more and more and more. But it's okay. I mean, they don't, when you see that also the demand is shrinking, you don't need to sell more, because otherwise you will dump the price, right? So if they want to buy, for example, the next dip, or really just to push the price to a favorite price level, whatever, they don't need that mass of bitcoins anymore. I'm using actually those here. I'm using, for example, here Bitcoin net flow H4 rolling and the net flow 1 hour. First of all, what's indicating me here, oh, I need to change the color, is, that we went up, afterwards it declined, and it seems we are going to go up once again. And that's what it's indicating to me at the moment. Anyway, is that everything? No. Why? Because if we check that here, we can see that the Bitcoin reserves on centralized exchanges is lifting up more and more every day. That's a preparation. Of course, it's not looking like when we did 22 to 16. You remember? I mean, that was completely different. We were talking about 120,000 bitcoins. It's not the same at the moment. We are talking about, I don't know, what is that, 35,000 bitcoins? It would be enough to send the market price, or the Bitcoin price, to 20 maybe. But that's it. I wouldn't expect anything big at the moment. At the moment, that's a process, you know? However, also here we're done. Looks, we can even go a little bit more up to distribute afterwards again. And we can play this game over and over again. And when people feel comfortable, that's where they will surprise all of us. Even me. I have started to trade again. I did a very nice profit. Just with an entry of almost 24,700 or something. And yeah, at the moment just hedging a little bit, with a little bit more short than long, but just hedging. At the moment just hedging. Just trying to trade the swings, because that's what at the moment I'm expecting. At the moment. Maintain a little bit when everyone feels familiar, when they see longs are coming in less than shorts, that's where we will go down once again. And so on and so forth. Maintain a price. I mean, we had that in 2022. You remember? We nuked, we maintained for weeks a price level relatively small, maybe $1,000. Up, down, then trend to the upside, and then boom, down. After, of course, a scam pump. So I would, I'm expecting something similar. Let us go forward. So if we take a look here, for example, funding rate. The funding rate, well, I mean, it's indicating they are demanding more longs, but at the same time, someone was longing here, obviously, at once, then shorting here, also at once, and sometimes you are seeing that. That's the aggregated one, and that's very interesting because it gives you some information about, because only big guys can move the aggregated funding rate. So someone is at once trading with futures, placing futures, longs and shorts, while the open interest is not really moving. If we check, I mean, here they moved here, so I guess I'm really not sure. I mean, when the aggregated funding rate pushed up means at the same time, at this time, someone went long with big. I mean, not just one order, one long. It has to be a different and big longs. But at the same time, I don't see anything on open interest. That's something I don't get yet. I don't know why that happens, but However, open interest up, that's what it is, and then down. Look that. Crazy. If we check the leverage ratio, hard up, down, up a little bit, hard down, hard up, hard down. I guess here they liquidated longs and shorts at the same time. That's something we will check, but I'm absolutely sure that's what happened. If we check the inflows, nothing, really nothing. Maintaining a very low one. I mean, that was the biggest one, indicating 92 millions in stablecoin inflows to derivative exchanges. That's peanuts. 136 millions in outflows was the biggest. Interesting when we take a look to Bitcoins, but even here, not the same like in 2022. Indicating here we received in 3 hours. No, wow, we received, let me see, 1,400, 3, 2, wow, I don't know, I would say 10,000 Bitcoins since in the last 7 hours or something. That's not bad, but at the same time, almost the same in outflows. It seems short-term operations just to make money, quick one. I think different hedge funds are playing around here because they need money and they are making short-term profits, like 0DTE options on SPY, SPX. They keep doing it, and it will end well for them. I know that the shadow banks are in underwater anyway, and so they are right now in risk-on mode. So they have limited options, and that's a problem. That's, I guess, a really big problem. If we take a look here, for example, yeah, it's the aggregated open interest, still in a positive trend. Leverage ratio, yeah, also positive, but the funding rate also here indicating it declined a little bit from trend, but keeps being positive, also indicating they are demanding more longs than shorts. So, you know, if we take from yesterday, nothing happened yesterday. I mean, they liquidated 556 Bitcoins in shorts and 148 in longs, so absolutely peanuts. Just 24th, that was Saturday, I guess. Was it Saturday? I need to check now. But no, Friday. Okay, it was Friday. Yeah, that was relatively big. 2,200 Bitcoins in longs liquidated. However, if we go forward, we can check. Okay, so shorts coming, but still a lot of longs. Almost 1.6 billion versus 1 billion. We have here a long-short ratio of 61 to 39. On Ethereum it looks better. On Bitfinex both reduced, so we had almost 2.6 billion in longs, they reduced, and even shorts we had 21 millions and they reduced as well. Well, that's it. So let us take a look to the Kingfisher, what's happening there. I need to eat. I just forgot to eat. Oh my god. Inspo, you are sick. You are really sick. Okay. So, wow. Well, at least the liquidation clusters in volume declined from 180 millions to 100 millions. The biggest part is on low leverage longs. For example, here 97 millions at 16.7, and that would be the second biggest with 88 millions at 17k. On the short side, the biggest is, for example, here relatively close to the current price at 24,600. That's crazy, because if they want to liquidate them, use futures, push up the price. We know how it works. Let us take a look now to the high leverage ones. Oh yeah, oh, okay. So 18 millions, and indicating here, where are there? Here, come on, 70 millions at 23.6. 23.6 it's just $400 away. Okay, then it's obvious what will happen next, right? Absolutely obvious, I think. So let us check options, what's happening there. So if we take a look here, we see, holy moly. Okay, we have a support area, a really nice one at 23k, and we have a resistance area at 24k. So it's tiny, it's $1,000, but we can go a little bit more lower to 23k, or first make hitting 24, it would be once again 23.8, and then go down to 23 again. So the next support area would be at, no, resistance area at 23.5. That's crossing a trend line, so yeah, would make sense to break 23.5 and then go hitting 23.750. Even we don't have anything, so I think more 24k in my opinion. Yeah, anyway, if we take a look to the GAX, maintains at 108,000, still to the upside more than to the downside. So let us go to the strategies and check. Oh, nothing is happening here. Oh, that's wondering me. It's surprising me. However, we'll check. Oh, that doesn't make sense. Okay, I need another color. So that's what we are going to take a look on, but it's really not big at all. However, let us take a look. So here it's unfortunately not really useful, because, you know, I mean, we have those here, they are really interesting, but if we take a look, this strategy, you can make money in two ways. So with a sharp move higher, means push to the upside, or a sharp move higher in implied volatility. And so it's not really telling us, hey, I'm expecting, maybe they are just expecting to have, you know, a sharp higher move in implied volatility, and that's it. Otherwise, they would expect something like, you know, hitting 35k until mid of the year. But you know what I think. I doubt it. I really doubt it at the moment, but maybe, I don't know what will happen until June. At the moment, everything is so dynamic, geopolitics, monetary policy, everything. So we need to see. However, in my opinion, not really useful. Short straddle. Let us go to the next one. And we have here, okay, 10 positions. Yeah, that's not bad. So, you know, the short straddle is just indicating it's a strategy where you can make money if the price moves a little or not, just flat, completely flat. And they are expecting, for example, if you take a look, do we have something, this one would be relatively short term. They're expecting to maintain a price of 23k until end of March. Here 24k, again 24k, so yeah, between 23 and 24 makes sense, because we have also the gamma walls there at the moment. So doesn't mean they need to wait until end of March. They can close their option trades just tomorrow if they want. Of course, if they wait longer and the leverage starts to increase, makes more money for them. Then we have here until end of September 26K and until end of June 23K. So not really bullish expectations, to be honest. Beer cold spread. Let us take a look to the beer cold spread. Even it's a bearish a bearish strategy, sometimes it doesn't look like. If we take a look here, for example, we can see that nothing. It's retail stuff. It's really retail stuff. So you know, they are expecting until March 3rd, and that's the biggest here in premium, to have a price that will decline at 23.5. Okay, thank you very much. Pfft, useless. So yeah, unfortunately today, well, maybe because it's Monday, well, we'll see, but it wasn't useful. So if we take a look here, we see, for example, that that's Binance BTC USDT pair. You can see that here. I just used this another chart because it's converting all these bitcoins and USD, so I can compare that much easier, because everything else is just, as you see in the scale, everything in dollars and USD. However, the most interesting part was what happened today. And if we check, for example, what happened today, we can see, for example, here. If we check that, we can see that USDT started here to distribute. Also, the aggregated started here to distribute. It wasn't the case with BUSD. It wasn't the case with USD. It wasn't the case with Bitcoin collateral futures. It wasn't even the case with stablecoin collateral futures. So someone started, and relatively big, to distribute while BUSD, USD and futures were holding the price. And afterwards, as you can see, they also started to distribute us at the same time. But it's just holding the top to let you distribute on an upper price. It's not stupid at all, but also means someone is taking profit in Tether. While if you check the contract terms of Tether, it doesn't tell you and guarantee you that they are going to pay you in cash. They can pay you in different assets, whatever they have in their reserves. And we need to check their audit. No, they don't have an audit. We still need to wait a little bit, because they announced the audit in 2021. They said in just few months. We have 2023 right now. Well, we need to see. Maybe they will make an audit sometime in the next centuries. We will see. However, nobody knows what these guys have. Yeah, they do some attestations, okay, but to cash out in Tethers, if you have USDC, that's in my opinion, really, in my opinion, Paxos is, in my opinion, the best stablecoin. Even it received a lot of foot because of the BUSD, but in my opinion, Paxos is one of the best. USDC close afterwards, and Tether is, oh god, it's really it's, you know, you can drop a stone and you will hear nothing for at least 3 weeks. Then maybe you will hear something that touched the bottom. However, that's where Tether is. It doesn't make sense. Only if it's maybe whales related to Tether, Bitfinex or something. I guess so. So, yeah, let us take a look. I guess Bitfinex was buying. Let us see if they were buying. I don't know. I really didn't check that yet. I really can't tell you if they bought or not. Just to make it clear, I really don't know. So let us take a look. That's the aggregated one, right? That's what Binance did. Binance was just reducing distribution. Oh, look, what did Bitfinex? Oh, how is that possible? They didn't buy? Huh. That's interesting. Or not? Maybe they are using Tether to push the price at the moment and to sell the top, the local top, even if it's the local top. Just imagine. That would be unfair, right? Oh, but I guess absolutely possible. So let us go forward. Wow, Bybit. What the hell? They didn't buy anything. Okay, that's crazy. Let us go forward. Oh, Coinbase, bullish like hell. Look that, Jesus, they bought and bought and bought. Okay, great. Let's just go forward. Ah, look, Bitstamp. You remember my tweet where it said USDC, Bitstamp, Gemini, Kraken, and Coinbase? Let us go forward. Oh, look. Well, these guys, that was Kraken, they didn't anything, to be honest. They pushed a little bit, but that's really nothing. And even Gemini didn't anything. They just distributed just before. So it was mainly, if we check, that was Bitstamp, Coinbase, nothing big. So who was pushing the price up? I can't see that. Do you see that? Oh, look! Futures! Ah, okay, now it makes sense. They pushed the price with futures once again and distributed just their spot for Tether. Who is doing it? Why not use USDC instead? I mean, well, doesn't matter. Let us go forward. And let us check here. We can directly check what's happening. Inflows, no. Just look here. So when we started to push up, close before we received 14 millions in Tether and afterwards another 28 millions. Huh. If we start to see the yellow, it was lifting up. And they started to take profit. Now they are taking profit. If we check USDC, also close before, they sent 53 millions. Huh. Just close before, they took profit. They sold, it seems, for 110 millions. Afterwards, another 25 millions coming from USDC. Huh. Also very interesting. So, yeah, that's what they are doing. They are not stupid at all, in my opinion. Very nice what they are doing. And people are saying, yeah, Moon next, yeah, Moon next. Let us take a look here to the fund flows. What the market maker is doing. Because also a very smart entity. Look there. They sent close before we pushed up 950 bitcoins. Then afterwards, another 780 bitcoins. Then afterwards, another 800 bitcoins. Huh. Interesting, isn't it? Well, the daily, it's just Bitfinex 84, Bitstamp 87, Gemini 78, Bybit 80, Kraken 84. All these guys indicating that whales are sending more bitcoins to their centralized exchanges to sell, to send afterwards to Binance, whatever, what they are doing with that. Nothing to see here. Funds selling more their holdings. If we take a look here, for example, in the top, spot started to lift up. Afterwards, again futures. That's what they are doing all the time, all the time, all the time. And FOMO retail always works. Like a Swiss watch. It's incredible. It's really, really incredible. It's really incredible. But yeah, they keep doing it and it works. It seems it works very fine to them. However, we are done here. Let us go forward. So if we check here, Coinbase, as mentioned, they started to buy here. At least the CBD started to push up, to push up, to push up even more. Now it's reducing a little bit. However, it doesn't make sense to buy here and then to sell then afterwards here, right? But the CBD is not telling you that the same guys who bought here are selling here. It's just saying that, you know, they started to buy here more than selling. And I mean, if you wanted to buy the dip, it makes sense to buy here. I mean, the local dip, right? If you afterwards has the opportunity to sell here because that's where the distribution started. However, it also means we will go once again up, hitting 24K, distribute even more. Yeah, they're not making any huge money, but it seems it's enough. Protecting area 20K at the moment or 25 on Coinbase. Let us go forward. Hello. Oh, trading view, trading light. Bitstamp. On Bitstamp, they are waiting at 24, otherwise at 26, and still a little bit something at 25.2, otherwise 22.3 and 21.5. In my opinion, 21.8, that area here is still, you know, the point we need to break if we want to go to the downside. The biggest protection wall here is 19.4 to the downside. Binance, BTC USDT. Look that. I mean, that's not bad at all. And yeah, they are doing exactly the same. Between 23.8 and 22.2, everything is possible. We can trade around there. Everything else is pain. We need a lot of bitcoins to break, or we need a lot of money to push up. Of course, spoofing is always possible, but that's how it works. And usually that means they are pushing the price down. Every time we push up, they trigger the sell orders and they distribute it. They are doing that with futures like they did today. They stop here. Then, of course, those where they triggered FOMO start to buy. That's why the curve of the volume spot versus futures flipped. And when they see, okay, the demand is down, they go and push the price down once again. That's what they are doing at the moment. So nothing to see here. And well, BTC BUSD, also nothing to see here. They are still protecting at 22.3 and 25 almost, but also here, for example, at 23,700. So yeah, also 22 still possible. Bitfinex, BTC USD, sorry. Also here 21.5. They removed here some liquidity at 21.7, and otherwise everything between 25.2 and 25.5 is well protected or waiting to get triggered. BTC USDT on OKEX, nothing to see here. Well, the swap, nobody cares. BTC USD on Kraken. Yeah, 21.2, but the biggest protection wall, it seems 22.5, and otherwise 21.9, between 21.9 and 21.7. I have mentioned, if we break 21.8, we will go down on an upper level. What is that here? Jesus, Bitget? Oh, here sold someone big. Okay, that's crazy, but nothing to see here. Bitget BTC USDT looks different. So someone sold with USD. Interesting. BitMEX. What is BitMEX doing? Nothing. They are just still protecting area at 22.3 at the moment. To the upside, almost nothing at 24.2 something, but nothing big. So now let us go forward and check what perps are doing. BTC USDT waiting here, for example, at 23k or 22.8. To the upside, nothing big at the moment. They are protecting. BTC BUSD, nothing. Bitfinex derivatives protecting to the upside 24, to the downside 22.2. So 22.2 could be the next station, or just I think first 24 to liquidate all these high leverage shorts and then go maybe down again. So would be absolutely possible. BTC USD Kraken futures, nothing. OKEX futures, nothing. And Deribit, let us take a look to Deribit. Oh, even here now. Oh, Deribit, what are you doing here? Look what they are doing. Are you listening to Inspo? It's indicating everything below of 21.8. They are forming a sandwich. That's a protection sandwich. You never have heard about protection sandwich before, right? That's Inspo. Welcome to my world. However, we have here, yeah, still everything above of 28 to 30. But this part is very interesting in my opinion, indicating they are expecting something. Let us take a look. Oh yeah. They are bringing some liquidity to the downside here on Deribit. That's really interesting what they are doing there. So, but once again, we are done. Let us talk about my personal conclusion. So, usually when you have such a daily chart, what would you expect? Well, a bounce would be one scenario, or a break. If it breaks, usually what it should do is crazy and hard to push down, retrace, push up, got rejected, and then more down. I said 21.8, that would be almost here, that part here, is where I would expect a bounce, that could bounce and then go more down, hitting 20k, 19,000, whatever, I don't know. If it bounce here, it would be something like a dead cat bounce. I don't know if they are going to make such stuff, because they like to make trivial shitty TA patterns and then do that and then go down. Also possible, but Bitcoin will go down. Mark my words, it will go down. And it will not care if you love Bitcoin, if you think that's the initiation of the next bull run. Absolutely not. It will go down. And yeah, it's 20k. That's what I said in the beginning of my video. So I think 20k is potentially the next step. Then afterwards, you maybe go back to 23, then go down to 19k, and so on and so forth. But it will take time. In the whole meantime, it is possible. I have said we have so many red flags. They need just to trigger one, and then it's over. At the moment, the only thing what they are doing is selling. The price goes down. They stop. The price starts to retrace. It goes up once again because, you know, retailers are buying, so pushing up a little bit. Not only retailers, just to make fair. It's I don't know who is buying and of course who is selling, but you know what they are doing is absolutely crazy. They push down, you see the whole candle red, and they stop. Then you see it takes a little bit of time, it retrace, because retailers are buying. That's, ladies and gentlemen, a very clear indication of what I call distribution. And usually when they're distributing, it's because they want to sell their bags. Usually afterwards, they want to push down to buy the next local dip. But at the same time, as mentioned, we have so many red flags. At any time, any of them could trigger and the price will go down straight, like a straight line to the downside. Like I described, where is tether in my opinion. So, you know, if you drop a stone and it takes weeks until it reaches the floor, well, something like sounds hard, I know, but that's what I would expect because we have so many red flags. I don't know what can trigger all that stuff. Now, you know, the Fed, pivot, nobody is talking about pivot anymore. Nobody is... No, they received some slaps in the face like, hey, wake up, you're stupid. Why are you expecting a pivot? It's not going to happen. And now they are saying, okay, you're right. Okay, no pivot is going to happen. And now they are saying, 70% of the market is pricing in 25 BPS in the next meeting and just 20 to 30, 50 BPS. We will see. And they are expecting 5.5%. That will be the peak. Okay. If you think, I think it's going to be much higher. But let us see. And yeah, it's going to be a big problem because, as mentioned, shadow banks, private equity, hedge funds. Let us talk about the property, real estate bubble. Not only in the US, in Europe we have a huge fucking real estate bubble since decades. It burst. It had a little implosion just years ago. But then, you know, they keep printing money for free and they started again. And now the time changed. And the money printing time is not going to happen very soon, I can tell you. That will take time. And we will see if it will come back. So, yeah, let us take a look to the 1 hour time frame and what's happening here. Now we can see the whole thing, you know. I mean, look there. They were looking. It was a little bit obvious for me they would try it again. And when I was saying, oh Jesus, they used futures once again. Hey, little exit liquidity pump. That was everything. And now we are once again below this trend line. If we make this one, got rejected, at any time we can go down, and that's it. That's what I would expect. However, if we go up once again, 23,800, also possible. We still have here the 24, right? So as mentioned, at least the net flow is indicating we can go up once again, and then, you know, down and more down, hitting 21.5, where we have, for example, 21,800 and 21.5, where we have a POC, where we would bounce a little bit and then go more down. That would be my expectation. Anyway, be careful, we can push up. That would be also, I guess, the first step, because they love to liquidate late and high leverage shorts before we go down, and we know that high leverage shorts are waiting at 23.6. So 23.6, 23.7, 23.8, retrace back to 23.6 and then flip and go down once again would be, in my opinion, the most realistic scenario at the moment. That's it for today. Now I need something to eat, otherwise no inspo tomorrow. Big love. See you tomorrow and trade carefully.